last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a dynamic player Eckler has become since going undrafted out of Western State. He was top 5 in rushing touchdowns and all-purpose yards last season, while nearly getting his first 1,000-yard campaign on the ground. Somehow, he has yet to appear in a Pro Bowl. That seems likely to change this season.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the ball out of the backfield. They know what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's Hardman to return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. With Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback, expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That time, and they look to convert on what will be a 4-4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 36, Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On 3rd, here's an option play right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Chiefs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sky Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They do need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Flushed out right. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Mahomes again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Big strides, look at him go. Travis Kelsey.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the stop there to Leo Chenal getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 58 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fred Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now.
Under pressure, they got him again. Fred Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
To that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
From his own end zone, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Herbert going deep here for Allen. On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 42 yards on the ground. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his